Welcome back everyone. Today I bring you a new video with a nation that I think I kind of forgot a little bit about after the new DLC. And that's the Polish. So I decided, you know what, let's go back and play a Polish division. And because I can't be bothered to play Korpus Desantowy because it's an absolute garbage division that a lot of people, for whatever reason, in the 1v1 ranked tier list put fairly high up, even though at this point you literally never see it anywhere at all because it's just garbage. And 4th Zmech is like okay, but still kind of bad. I decided to go with the 20th Pancerna. And it's a bit of a meta division. Well, it's not a bit of a meta division. It is one of the meta divisions right now. Though interestingly enough, the T-72 blobs have really gone down in popularity. Like, because I was thinking about why is nobody playing like 9th Panzer or also 20th Pancerna? Like literally, obviously not literally no one, but you see it very rarely. The obvious answer is obviously because all the meta slaves are just spamming 5e and VDV divisions, so they have just forgotten about how broken the T-72 spam is. But I would say that 20th Pancerna is still not as bad as 9th Panzer, because your T-72Ms don't have smoke, so they at least have a drawback to being cheap and spammable. Obviously you still have the M1s and the Wilks that are very good T-72s with smoke. But I would still say that 20th Pancerna, the 20th Pancerna isn't as good as 9th. And there again, some people say that it's better, some people say it's equally good. I would say no, 9th Panzer is definitely better. Just because the infantry in 9th Panzer is all resolute. And you can take them a double vet and still get a decent amount of them. That's just such a deal breaker for me. Yeah, your recon in 9th is a bit worse. Well, not a bit. I would say it's a bit worse because you don't get GSR squads, but you get the jammer helicopter, and those are very nice. The air tap is, I would say, pretty much equally good. 20 is, I think, a bit better, but not by a lot. And yeah, but well, anyway, I wanted to play, as I said, one of the Polish divisions, and also I wanted to play a division that is an absolute ass once again in my lifetime. Playing against First UK is an interesting matchup just because you see First UK fairly rarely. I wasn't sure what he would do because he can take the forward deployed infantry. Not a lot of people do, but obviously you don't know what they have, right? And they can still take it. And this would be very dangerous because he could take those positions early on, and you can see I'm doing my typical has a tank division play. I'm just going down the center with 2 T-72Ms, 1 T-72M1 command, coup for air defense, because I know that First UK still can be played as an air spam division. It's not as good as it once was, obviously, but it's still good. Then 2 of the infantry squads in the BMP-2, which aren't good just because they have a BMP-2. They're also good because they have double machine gun and an SVD. So they are extremely good infantry squads at anything but close range fighting. Close range fighting, they're then obviously pretty shit because they can't use those 3 weapons. And their AT launcher is also pretty garbage with only 14 AP. Then one of the infantry squads in the BMP-1 to just secure the center so that he can't just go in there. For the right hand side, I have one of, how is it even called? Specialnie. Okay, so it's the GSR squad. I don't know how I will call them from now on. Well, I will have to think about it. They come in the honkers, which is super nice because this is the same thing as with the Deltas and their Humvee Delta, because its special forces is actually 20% faster, so it's 120 kilometers per hour. Very nice, so you can get very quickly to places. The squad itself is a bit small and only has the Komar, which is only a 12 AP AT launcher, so it's very bad. But as I always say, you don't want to use GSR squads in combat anyway, so that isn't that bad of an issue. It's just unfortunate if artillery wants to target you, because then you will die very quickly and most likely won't even have the time to microwave because you have only 3 guys. BRDM to the right hand side. Yeah, go into this building to just have something to secure the right side. Yeah, I was thinking about what I want to deploy as well. Also deployed one of the Zmech, so the Motorrazviadka with the Recon BMP-1 into the center. One GSRs for the left hand side, and then reroute the honkers to the far left. Go into this building, and then also a command BMP-1. So yeah. Again, I wasn't sure what he was going to do, because he can do the forward deployed strat with his infantry to get into those forest lines here. He also has forward deployed Milan 2s. He could also do just a tank push, because he has the Chieftain Mark 11s and Mark 9s. Some people say they're good at trading up against T-72s. I think those people are incredibly delusional, because the Chieftain is more expensive, and the only advantage it has is that its gun has more range and a little bit more accuracy. Well, it has more range and more accuracy, so the accuracy is actually quite a bit higher. But everything else is better in the T-72, and it's cheaper. T-72M, as I said, big disadvantage, it doesn't have smoke. I really should have started with the M1s here. So that was my bad. But if you have a T-72M1 or even a standard T-72M with smoke against a Chieftain, like the Chieftain just stands no chance in hell. It has a slow fire rate even before it gets stunned, and then the T-72 has an autoloader, so its fire rate won't get down by getting stunned. So yeah, but I mean, you can still try to do it. Well, he did a big-ass Warrior Applique rush, which was very, very surprising for me. Warrior Appliques, if you don't know, very, very nice IFV. So it's one of the, well, no, it's the only IFV with the Milan 2, also full front armor. So very, very nice unit to kill off tanks and IFVs. And in this case, it's also extra bad for me, because, as I said, I don't have smoke. I instantly bought in the AT plane, because I know that first UK has a bad AA, and then my AT plane didn't have anything, and got retreated, routed by 2 of his AA pieces. He brought in Gazelles instantly at the start, which was also surprising. BMP2s supporting with their ATGMs. Coop getting rid of the Gazelles. And because I had them so close together, you can see I killed off 5 with 2 rockets, and then the last one with the 3rd rocket. Now that the Coop is out of ammo, and it was also way too far in the front, so can't defend itself, and now he starts the air spam, comes in with a tornado, and there was a second plane that will most likely come in shortly as well. For go, maybe we'll get the rover. Yes, that was at least a nice kill. Rerouting the command from the left hand side to capture the center. But yeah, now the infantry in the center is obviously all dead. I could have kept them back, but I thought I wanted to try to force my way in the hopes that my tanks and the AT plane could kill off all the IFVs, but unfortunately that didn't happen, and then he brought in his planes and my Coop was out of ammo. So that wasn't optimal, and yeah, now he's just bullying me with planes, and there is nothing I can do against that. Sterile 10M is coming in. It's a bit far away though, buying in the MiG-21s. I decided to take them in my deck now. Those are really cool with the R3R, so one of the oldest radar missiles in the game. So they have the advantage of being able to engage their enemies a little bit further out than the standard MiG-21s. And they're very cheap, and you get 4 per card, so you can just buy 2 of them at once and try to bully away your enemies. In this case it didn't work in time. And he kills off my command T-72, the T-72M, still alive though, and my MiG-21s luckily also got missed by everything, but retreated by stress on miss. And here I was really afraid that he would be able to push through, but I really underestimated how many kills I also got, which was hard to discern because of, like, there was just one big blob here and one big blob here. You really didn't see what was happening. At least I didn't. I really had no idea what was going on. I rerouted the BMP-1 so that it doesn't go through this road, because I was afraid that it could get sniped off by something. MiG-21HE comes in to finish off his infantry, but then I saw that most of his infantry was low HP anyway, so I quickly retargeted on the scout with a low 80, because those can be very, very annoying. Unfortunately though, in this case, one of his tracked rapier hits and does some crit damage and so kills me off in one hit. That wasn't nice. He's using those Jaeger rockets, which are like one of the worst planes in the game, because you only have one rocket weapon slot, so that means you only also fire one volley of rockets at a time, and they already do not a lot of damage. You really want to look for the rocket planes that have 2 rocket weapon slots, because then you fire 2 rocket volleys at once. Or you have the SU-25 rocket from the 25 yard that has 3 rocket weapon slots. That thing really deletes on its first run. One of the rocket slots only has enough ammo for 1 rocket run though, so that's a bit annoying. And so here I smelled blood in the water and tried to just push my advantage. I know that I sniped off his recon, so he most likely will be weak on recon now. Most of his infantry is also low, so I hope that I could be able to snipe some of his infantry off, though unfortunately the one infantry squad that was still low managed to retreat in time. So yeah, I decided to retreat and wait until I have a critical mass, because that's what you want to do with T-72s, right? And also the BMP ones. Just have a lot of them. Capturing the right hand side now as well, so we are equal, though he captured his zones faster, so he's actually 139 points ahead, which means that he will win if I don't get into his sectors. Here I saw a single warrior oblique driving over the ridge onto the railway. I thought, you know, I might as well. If it's only one, then I will be easily able to kill it off. Second one comes out was even closer though, so T-72 easily able to get rid of it. Now BMP-1 and T-72 will try to get rid of it. Jaeger rocket again coming in for a very, very stupid run. I have a Kubin again, 2 Strela 10Ms, so Jaeger really stood no chance. T-72 got a hit on the other warrior, but because it has 4 armor, it is able to survive. So that wasn't very nice, and also is one big advantage of the warrior obliques. And now I obviously need a lot more infantry in the center because I have none. Oh yeah, also I had one GSR squad into this building. I forgot to tell you that. Psst. Well, yeah, right hand side is also pretty silent. Nothing going on there. Nothing going on here. So I wasn't really sure what he was doing. And as I have also said numerous times already, if your enemy isn't doing anything, that most of the time isn't good. Because that means they're doing something that you can't see, meaning that you can't counter it. And if you aren't doing something yourself at this point in time, that already makes you fall behind in the initiative battle. Though in this case I can't take the initiative because I don't have enough units on the ground, because I have lost everything. Saw something there. I don't even exactly know what spotted it. Not this GSR squad. The tank itself spotted it, I guess. So I decided to quickly peek out of the forest line and snipe off the supply helicopter. It was a very nice kill. But now 2 Milan 2s coming in, instantly stunning me and almost killing me. Oh, that was nice. Managed to smoke off in time, but unfortunately the engine is destroyed. So this T-72M is giga dead, and there's nothing I can do to save it. Even if I would be able to get in a supply in time, like this one supply here doesn't have nearly enough supply to fix the crit off. And this one, even if it gets in time, it won't have enough time to fix the crit until the smoke goes away and the warriors drive in. So here I was just hoping that I might get a kill in return, but yeah, there was a lot of ATGMs coming in. Seed from his side kills my coup. I turned it off a little bit too late, but the MiG-21s come in and kill it off, so very, very nice. Get a hit on the tornado, so the Strela 10Ms finish it off. And then the other tornado also gets killed by the Strela 10Ms. So that was a very, very nice engagement for me, honestly. Did take some losses, T-72 and MiG-21 died in the process, but I mean I killed 2 tornadoes. So that's more than I could have wished for, honestly, in this engagement. Yeah, my reinforcements now have arrived. So unfortunately only one T-72 left once again. And now his chieftains are coming in. And while I said that they aren't good at trading up, obviously in a 2v1, they're still more than good enough. A T-plane misses again. That was very annoying. originally targeted the tracked rapier because I wanted to get rid of it. Because as I said, oh, sorry, the AA situation in 1st UK is already not the best. So if you can snipe off their AA pieces, that is very, very valuable. But unfortunately, I just lost line of sight before I was able to engage, and then the AT plane didn't do anything, got hit and retreated. At least didn't get killed, but yeah, still not very good. Bought in a T-72 and an infantry squad for this area here, because I thought that I might be able to outflank him and then engage him from here and from here. Unfortunately though, the center move kind of collapsed. My infantry is now getting deleted by a shit ton of his units, and I don't have enough tanks and IFVs myself left to really engage him. Kill of his helicopter with destroyer 10M, so that was very nice. I don't know, it was driving forward too far and will be in the danger zone. So again, not a well micro by me. I think it dies to something. Yeah, autocannon got a few hits in. T-72 pushes around, miss the striker, I think. Yeah, striker hits, so it gets stunned. Very annoying. Need to smoke it off. So I might... yeah, right, I used the smoke already here. So that was already a very risky move, and then I didn't even get the kill of this stupid striker. That wasn't very nice. BMP-1 gets a hit on the Chieftain, but obviously doesn't kill it, only stuns it, and then the other tanks and IFVs finish me off. Not very cool. Buying in more supplies, because I really need a lot of supplies now. More T-72s also coming in, so this will be a hardcore tank slog in the center, which is kind of to be expected. I didn't want to go over the open here, because there he could actually play around his ranged advantage with his tanks. Here, unfortunately, the T-72 takes it right as it was driving away from the road and showed side armor. T-72 against Chieftain, as I said, very one-sided duel. Here I'm even fine taking the 1v2, though my T-72 again just does stupid bullshit and switches targets to the Chieftain that wasn't damaged yet. Me-24 gets the Chieftain kill. Oh, that's nice. Try to push around the smoke, but he smoked his tanks off as well, so I have to retreat. His infantry is now moving into this forest there. Not cool, because I once again lost all my infantry in the hopeless attempts of getting into his forest lines. But again, I always thought I had enough fire support up, but then it was always right as he was bringing in his fire support, and then kind of just both were losing all our stuff. Coop once again used to kill off helicopters. Funnily enough, I think the Coops at this point had a 100% hit rate on his helicopters, which I'm not complaining about. And here, yeah, his infantry in the open has absolutely no chance against the Piechota Zmech with the SVD. The standard Piechota Zmech is a pretty shit squad, only 1 MG. These 7 men though, but in general, pretty bad. Now you can see I finally bought an artillery, because I didn't want to buy it in earlier, because I always felt like I didn't have enough on the ground, which I was right, because he was bringing in more and more stuff constantly. But now I thought that with the reinforcements coming in, I would try to use them more defensively and then just get in more artillery barrages to kill off units and also stress them and then attack. MiG-21 here unfortunately had autism and flew in way too deep. I was able to micro him back just in time, because I know that he still has some AA there. The tracked rapier here got killed by the artillery, so that was already pretty good. Otherwise this MiG-21 would have been... well, maybe it wouldn't have been dead, but it would have been very, very close to dead. Bringing in a seed plane once more, but I turned off my coup in time this time. He was going for the Mi-24 anyway though, but now he was flying towards the fighter and 2 AA pieces, so he's dead again. And this is all his seed gone now. He was throwing away his planes quite a bit. Like, not really sure why he thought he needed to dive the helicopter. It was so far back anyway. And as I said, he's at a point lead anyway. He's not under pressure. So that was super unnecessary. And the first UK's air defense is very bad against planes, but it's pretty good actually against helicopters. So yeah, really no idea what he was doing. I was microing against the warriors, so peeking out, getting a shot off, and then retreating again, so his ATGM doesn't have time to hit me. You can see it worked pretty well. Killed off 1 warrior already. should be able to kill off this one as well. Yeah, very nice. And again, that's what I already said in the last video where I played the 5th against 27Y. It's just so nice to be able to micro your tanks and your enemy also having to micro the IFVs, and it's a battle of microing and not just ATGMs in every forest line where one player just sits on their ass for the whole game and you are trying to micro your ass off and it doesn't matter because there's so many ATGMs that you can't escape anyway. Though here I smoked off a little bit too late because I didn't expect that you would have ATGMs in here already. And I also didn't expect that I wouldn't be able to see them, though it kind of makes sense because my recon here died. So yeah, bringing in recon once again. Also the GSR squad here spotting his infantry in the forest line, so quickly put artillery on them to get rid of them. And now I was starting to push into the town so that I could get some supportive position to attacking his sector. Because attacking through here kind of didn't work, so I tried to attack the town because I know that he has spent a lot of points into warriors and chieftains and everything like that to cover the open, but that means that he most likely doesn't have any close range infantry squads in the town here. To be fair, I also don't have close range infantry for the town here, but I have the T-55 to support, so that should be good enough. Smoke this T-72 off in time. And the Persi are coming in, so close range infantry will be there to support very soon. Waiting with the attack in the center until the recon arrives. More infantry also for the right side of the ridge, so that I can then do an attack from like all directions at once. Here BMP-1 almost got the striker killed in one go, but unfortunately just not enough. Now driving into range of the armored rifles, AT launchers. And yeah, well, I mean, the Chieftains will obviously have a very good time engaging T-55s. I just really wanted to get rid of the armored rifle. Didn't know that they would have some sideline down here. AT plane got a Chieftain at least, missed the tracked rapier though. But getting a Chieftain is fine. Some AA still in here, very annoyingly. But recon is now in place, so the attack can commence very soon. Artillery also on the job of softening up the enemy. Unfortunately missed the striker, so that wasn't very nice. T-72 though maybe will kill it off. Yes, kills it off in time before the ATGM lands. And yeah, well, the mechanized push here completely failed obviously, but I was kind of right. He didn't have any close range infantry squads in the town here. So I can take positions, though the fire support from back in his sector is pretty annoying, because they somehow see this building. Like, how does that work? The sideline tells me they don't, but the game, like the shooting tells me they do. Yeah, that was very annoying. But now we'll take control over it without a lot of resistance. This infantry once again trying to move into the forest, getting killed. It's really the story of this game. Though his infantry moving over the ridge now will also die, because the T-72 back here is putting down some nice fire down range. T-72 here though gets killed by the Chieftain because it was already low and I didn't manage to smoke off in time. But two T-72Ms now here and a recon BMP-1, so his Chieftains aren't long for this world, at least if he doesn't retreat them. Yes, nice, one gone. Now he brings in a Challenger 2 though, and this is very dangerous. The Challengers are actually dangerous to T-72s, but they kind of have the same problem as Leopard 2s, like they're just too expensive to efficiently trade against T-72s. This one here got stunned unfortunately and routed. I decided to just put more infantry into the town, because apparently he didn't have a lot to defend himself here. I stopped pushing for the time because his fire support was really doing numbers on this Pichotti there. Though now I go up again because I know that most of his tanks had to retreat and IFVs to repair, and my infantry is moving over the open here and not seeing anything. So it should be kind of okay. Yeah, unfortunately the SU-22 now targeted the striker that just got killed before the missiles landed, gets hit once again, so it has to get out and repair for a long time. My infantry here spots a big repair area of his though, and I put my artillery on the challenge too, just to get rid of it. More tanks were also coming in the back all this time. 2 T-72 Wilks, which will be very nice in dealing with Chieftains and Challengers, because they have the max range as well. And also they have pretty good accuracy, if you look at it. So they should get them very, very quickly. Artillery here, also doing a great job. Danas are absolutely amazing artillery pieces. Autoloader artillery in general is just very good because it fires so quickly, and the big problem of artillery most of the time is that your enemy has time to get out of the danger zone before you get enough shots downrange. But with those, because they fire so quickly, they don't. And then with some extra veterancy, they are even more accurate. They shouldn't get any fire rate bonuses, even though it says that they do, but they shouldn't. Because, like, for example, if you look at autoloader tanks, their rate of fire doesn't go up. And it should be the same for autoloader artillery. But if you look at it, it doesn't even have a symbol for autoloader. So, yeah, that's something they really need to introduce. Some more information as to what artillery is autoloaded and what isn't, which isn't. And now here I am pushing forward my Scots. So those are the pretty much Polish janky BTRs that look pretty cool, honestly. I like them quite a bit. They're just so unique to see what's going on. And recon moving in slowly, but I really wanted to see how many ATGMs there are to see whether it would be safe for me to push in. TGM firing from here, so again, put artillery on it. The town is now pretty much mine, as you can see. There's a lot of infantry on my side. Slowly moving them forward, because I don't want to get outflanked from him, from the town. That he can get some annoying side shots into my tanks while there he would be engaging his tanks. PMP-1s also helping. Now this T-72 is in a pretty bad position because again its engine got destroyed. Don't know what was going on with the crits this game. Luckily it got resupplied with smoke, so at least I could smoke it off a second time. T-72 Wilks here doing a very nice job. Even though now in this engagement against the Challenger and the Warrior Clique, their extra range isn't even that important. Because, well, I mean, they're right in front of me. Though I guess they will have extra penetration. No, actually they don't. So it literally doesn't make a difference. No, it does make a difference because of more accuracy. And this T-72 unfortunately wasn't engaging this Challenger. I guess I didn't see it. But this one back there. I also got an engine destroy crit on him. Yeah, what the hell is going on there? Just critical lore. T-72 Wilk unfortunately dying to the Warrior, but getting the Warrior in return. MiG-21 also very aggressively diving in. No idea what was going on there. Buying in a second helicopter just for some ATGM support. Because if it moves over this ridge, you know, having a helicopter back here is a very, very useful tool to have. A plane comes in to kill the helicopter. I was trying to land at the time. Landed too late, but well, not unfortunately, luckily for me, he wasn't able to kill it off. And then got killed by the second coup coming in. Another AT plane coming in, because at this point I know that he has lost a few AA pieces. It doesn't matter though, because my AT plane just misses both its missiles. 50% accuracy, by the way. Bruh. Yeah, another tornado coming in. Not getting a kill, unfortunately, but bullying it away. Infantry here from him in a very bad position, because the BMP-1s can shoot at it without him being able to answer. Need more supplies though to keep my tanks healthy. This is kind of the biggest problem now. You can see I'm slowly grinding him down, but I just need so many supplies to keep my stuff alive. Finally getting a hit with the stupid AT planes. Tracked Rapier down. So this will open up more air spam capabilities for me. Again, saw stuff in here, put the artillery on the job. New T-72 coming in on the right hand side of the rail tracks. Really need to get rid of the assault pioneers though with the Carl Gustav, because this can be really annoying against any armored vehicles. Interesting that he didn't bring in like standard rifles, I think. Like not the armored rifles, the standard rifles, because they have the low 80. Could have been really useful in the town here for him. But, well, I guess didn't want to do it. Pushing in the helicopter even further forward, because I mean I killed off the tracked rapier, so I was very certain that there wouldn't be much left, AA-wise. Challenger gets stunned, helicopter misses though. Bruh. Also should have brought in some Fagos already into here. This could have been very useful to stunning down his tanks. Obviously the Fagos will do basically no damage against Challenger Mark IIs, but just stunning him. As I said, the big problem is that he can't keep up his fire rate with his tanks that are already have a slower fire rate than me. So stunning them down gives me such a massive advantage in fighting his tanks, because I will be firing infinitely faster than he does. New AA plane coming in for the helicopter once again, but I mean I have 2 coups up, Shadow 10M as well, so absolutely no point in doing that, even though coup's missing. Finally get a hit though. This coup actually at vet 2 now. That was nice. Smoke off the T-72. Here I just wanted to get into the zone. I didn't even particularly care if I die, because I should have enough control over the zone to prevent him from getting in his units once again. No idea whether this AT plane actually hit anything. The other might have hit something. You can see I'm just now airbullying him. 3 AT planes flying around, so if he even dares to peek out with his tanks, they're at risk of getting killed. One Challenger 2 killed. I was trying to target the Challenger 2s with the AT planes. You can see manually targeting the Challenger 2 so that I don't waste the missiles on the Chieftains. Because the Chieftains aren't as much of an issue, and they're also just cheaper. So now all 3 AT planes had to retreat though. Finally bringing in some Fagos. T-72 Vilk finally repaired, but now myself a little bit low on T-72s again. Like only 3 of them. This town completely under my control, and he surrenders. So yeah, KD very much in my favor. Pretty obvious because T-72 blobs are still very, very strong. And First UK is a decent division, but in this case he also played it weirdly in my opinion. Definitely could have played better, but I mean, no question, just 20 Pancerna is definitely better than First UK. The Gazelle rocket buy-in in the beginning was also, I don't want to say it was a throw, but it was a bad decision to make. Like if he would have had more stuff on the ground with his first minute and second minute buy-in, he could have just pushed me out. But he wasted a lot of points on air and helicopters, which didn't do that much damage actually. They were annoying, but they didn't do that much. And then later on just all got shut down. T-72M here, getting rid of all those warrior appliques. That was very important to just whittle down the numbers of them. Here again, warrior applique, warrior applique, warrior applique, warrior applique. So you really had all of them. And it makes sense. You really want to have as many of them as you can in First UK. Coups doing the work. Danas actually didn't get that many kills, but I mean, a Challenger is a very nice kill to pick up. And MiG-21 getting the seat was also very funny. And AT planes didn't do that much as well. Like one Chieftain and then one Chinook supply is like, meh. Considering how often I sent them in, really could have gotten a lot more kills. T-72 Wilkes also didn't perform particularly well. Oops. But yeah, in the end, the Su-22s at least got some kills. Sniping an armored rifle in the warrior is definitely good. Tracked rapier and Challenger Mark II, at least something. T-72 killing a Challenger Mark II. And this BMP-1 also killing a Chieftain and a Rover Milan. Very nice. Those are just such shitboxes. They don't even have smoke, but they are very cheap. So you just want to amass them, as many of them, and then just drive towards your enemy and just use them to soak up damage or use them for ATGM support to stun down the enemy. And on the other side, yeah, you can see Warrior Pleaks did a great job. Like, they are very, very dangerous. But here Tornado HE, I mean, that's like an okay kill list. But having more Warrior Pleaks would have just been better. This HE pretty much didn't do anything. 1 T-72 command and the supply vehicle is just, it's not enough. Because they are, I think, 275 points or something, the Tornado HEs. So they're very Oh, sorry, they're very good, but they're also very expensive. Chieftain Mark 11s, like if you would have bought in a lot of them earlier, that would have been a way better play. And I know that from my own experience, you fall down this pit of air spamming when you should have just bought. You should just be buying in more stuff on the ground in the early game. Unless you really see a big opportunity to get a lot of kills with planes. Yeah. Other than that, yeah, obviously Milan 2 rovers being annoying, but losing the BMP ones or BWP ones just isn't that painful overall. Sea of Them 1 Rover Milan is still bad, but it's not that painful. And yeah, again, Chieftain getting some decent T-72 M1. That's a good kill. Funnily enough, the Challenger 2s performed the worst almost. Like this one killed the T-72 command, but that's about it. I was also surprised that he didn't use the Challenger Mark 3s. I don't even know whether I have Challenger Mark 2s in my deck as first UK. I have the command tanks. I might have one card of standard Challenger Mark 2s, because the Challenger Mark 3 is just a bit more expensive, but just so much better because it has Era. So, yeah, definitely a cool game. As I said, I just enjoy this so much more than the stupid VDV bullshit of ATGMs everywhere. Some good old tank and IFV micro, smoke usage, and everything like that. So much cooler. There's so much more skill involved in that. And I mean, you're still using ATGMs. It's not like I want ATGMs to be deleted from the game. I just don't want the whole game to just consist of ATGMs. That's all I'm asking for. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, have a beautiful day and bye-bye.